And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Really an incredible game from Silva.
And he just went off in those first two quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
Warriors trail by 13. Favors and Gobert, the shot-blocking duo inside. Conley out there with Mitchell. And it's Gay in at the small forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Conley with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Passes it to Mitchell. Favors with the screen. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. What a recent stretch it's been for these players. They're the NBA's leading scorers over the last 10 games. Steph Curry fourth.
Kevin, you know, the season is 82 games long, and anything can happen. But I tell you what, if he keeps scoring like this, the rest of the season is going to look very good for his ball club.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
And Mitchell drops them both.
And for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals were just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through.
Now here is Barbosa, looking for his first basket still in this one. 3 on 3.
Okay now, Conley.
Outside Conley. He dishes it to Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Outside Curry. He feeds it to Barnes. Green with a screen on Gay. It's Leandro Barbosa on the wing. 5 to shoot. Back to Barnes. The turnaround jumper, and that one's good. Barnes has got 6.
And for the Warriors, it had been nearly 40 years, guys, since the franchise made it to the finals. And they had a lot of pressure on them to win and finish things off, but they got it done and did it in emphatic fashion, winning on the road. The title solidified them as one of the all-time outstanding teams in NBA history.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. So we'll see Leandro Barbosa at the line. Michael Conley picks one up. The Warriors shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
One shot. One shot.
Free throw drops for Barbosa.
A lot of NBA teams have been outright buying developmental league teams. I mean, the Jazz did that last season. They purchased the Idaho Stampede last March, and we see more and more of that happening, one-on-one affiliations between D-League teams and NBA teams.
Barnes can't get it to go. Utah leading by 12. Here's Mitchell. Conley kicks to Favors. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 23. Well, last year the Jazz acquired the Stampede from the D-League. It makes sense. They'll have a designated place now to develop, break all their young talent.
And Kevin, it's really a key for the Jazz to have those extra minutes available for all those young talents to get an opportunity to get confidence, but also to learn your system. I think more and more NBA teams will follow this route of buying D-League teams.
Utah had a great home court advantage last year here. This crowd knows how to get into an opponent's head.
Kevin, that they do. It's a big part of why the Jazz were able to eke out over 500 last season at home. Ended up 21-20 by winning 4 of their last 5 home games.
Utah calls timeout.
And you know, with Utah's play at home, they played in a very jazzy way. No pun intended. And by that I mean grinding it out. They were really strong on the glass as they were second in the league in rebounding differential at home.
West is checked in for Draymond Green. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
And Utah being so good at home is one reason why they've been so competitive for the majority of their seasons. After last year, they became the only team not to lose 60 games in a season.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Gobert against Bogut. They double-team Curry. Bogut dishes to West. Shot clock at 5. Barbosa for 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. 17 points was their biggest margin.
He's given them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Shot's good.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Curry outside. Rebounded by the Jazz. Favors has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Gobert the screen. Conley with a wide open look. Off target there with the little leaner. Curry against Conley. They double team Curry. Down low. And there's Bogut on the assist by Curry. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Now here's Gay. 10 points for him. Out to Favors. Nice ball movement by Utah. Favors sets the pick for Conley. And he connects in the jumper. The screen did the trick. Conley's got his 2nd basket of the night.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Barbosa. Curry passes to West. And Derek Favors pulls it down. Favors has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Mitchell. Out to Favors. The pass to Gay. Conley with it. Bogut picks him up. And it's Conley penetrating. Second chance shot. Favors can't get it to go. Warriors trail by 15. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Here's Bogut. The shot, no good. Gay with the defensive effort. Utah has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. And Favors kicks to Gay. Here's Gobert. Second shot opportunity, and he gets it to go. Gobert's got 6.
They have got to box out better than that. That putback's just another example of what a difference there's been between these two teams.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Favors. And it's Burke in for Mike Conley. Now here's Curry. He's got 15. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Gay. In transition, here come the Jazz. Burke with the ball. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
The past few weeks, you can see how Utah stacks up. Second in free throw percentage. Third in second chance points. And they are in the top 10 in field goal percentage. This is a team that shows excellent discipline at the offensive end.
And you mentioned their free throw shooting. Not a team you can get careless with defensively. They make you pay, sealing games at the line.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
And he can't hit the second. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
So it's Utah now, following the score by Golden State. And Bogdanovich kicks to Gay. Another miss by Utah.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Curry. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. It's going to go on Trey Burke. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on them.
Free throw good, Curry.
And guys, Steph Curry, the rare point guard who's almost as effective playing off the ball as he is on it. And the Warriors have really emphasized that as he's evolved as a player, bringing in a lot of playmakers who can set him up coming off screens.
And speaking of Curry playing off the ball in the past, Clark, we'd see him guarding shooting guards defensively. Some said trying to hide him against lesser offensive players.
Well, I think guarding 2 guards gave him a chance maybe to save some energy for the offensive end. But recently, Steve Kerr has had him on point guards more. You want your best players taking the challenge at both ends of the court.
Now, here's Speights. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Knocked loose. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Shot's good by Clarkson. Clarkson's got 13 points.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Now here's Iguodala. He has 7. Speights sets a screen. Clock at 6. Here's the 3. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Barbosa. 20 points for Steph Curry.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
And here is Burke. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Curry with a wide open look. Off target with his 3. Jazz leading by 13. Gay a screen on Barbosa. Burke kicks to Gobert. It's stolen by Curry. West dishes to Barbosa. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
And when he's gotten himself to the line this season, he's come through right around 74% of the time.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
And the first one at the line is good.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for the Jazz. The Warriors also with a sub. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Curry. And Barbosa drops them both.
And in today's NBA, it's all about spacing on offense. It used to be more about finding matchups to exploit. Now it is all about opening up great looks by spreading the floor.
Here's Ingles. Kicks to Clarkson. And there's the feed to Bogdanovich. Buries the long-range jumper. Bogdanovich has got 8 points.
He might not get a better look than that all game. You have to get closer to him. He's not going to bite you. Get up in him.
Iguodala kicks it to West. West setting the pick for Barbosa. Dishes to Porter. 4 on the clock. The drive by Iguodala.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. And the Warriors with possession here. It's a 14-point game. And the Warriors miss again.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
Here's Bogdanovich. He's got 8. The shot by Gay. It's hauled in by Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's got 13. Here's Ingles. No good on the 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Barbosa with it, inside. Here's Porter. Right through the D for the layup. Porter's got 7 points.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Bogdanovich, guarded by Green. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
Get open.
1:39 left in the third quarter. Gobert, the screen. Bogdanovich passes to Gobert. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Gobert's got 8.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Now here's Iguodala. He's got 7. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Gobert with a screen on Spates. Poke loose. Gobert dishes to Clarkson. Bogdanovich cans the shot with nobody near him. He's got 12. 54 seconds left in the third. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Green kicks to Porter. Spates sets a screen. From the arc. Porter, no luck.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference. And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Iguodala kicks to Green. Now here's Porter to halt the run. No good off the front iron. Pass to Ingles. The dish now to Gay. With 1 on the clock, and that's not going to go. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Utah out in front, opening up a huge gap. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Jazz leading by 21 on the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. Otto Porter Jr. out there with Steph Curry. And it's Barnes in at the small forward. Now here's Conley. Offensive rebound. Favors. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Favors got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Jazz. Curry passes to Porter. Jacks up a 3. Rebound Utah. Favors got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done to the right side. Here's Mitchell, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
It's been kind of a gradual occurrence, but I think it's clear that analytics are here to stay in the NBA. Every team now has at least some vesting into the analytics area. Some base a lot of their decisions on the number side of the game. Others have a more balanced approach.
2 shots.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. Analytics does have a strong place in the NBA, so it's been proven over the last decade. Some held out, but now, Greg, the results, the benefits of those numbers, it's hard to deny them.
A great point, Kevin. And with something new like that, there's always going to be a bit of resistance. There will always need to be a balance, I believe, and you need to use the numbers and your own eyes. They really do go hand in hand to kind of keep each other in check.
He's been to the line here more than in the first. I thought he was a bit tentative in that first, but I like the aggressiveness he's showing here now.
Feeds to Porter. He kicks it to Green. Outside Curry. Bogut dishes to Curry. 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Derek Favors.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
And Silk gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. For the Jazz, Lyles checked in for Gay. Early comes in for Joe Ingles, and Trey Burke subbed in for Mike Conley. And then for Golden State, Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. West comes in for Draymond Green, and it's Livingston in for Otto Porter Jr. Outside Curry. And he's good on the 3-ball. Curry's got 23 points.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Favors with the screen, pulls it from the elbow, and that one's good. Burke.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
Here is Livingston. Pass to West. Puts up a 3. That's good.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Jazz leading by 21. Burke kicks to Early. Passes to Burke. Here's Mitchell. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Boy, I tell you, I thought the Jazz had a big year last season. Looked much tougher than before. A big part of that is how Coach Quinn Snyder helped the team grow. I mean, he looked like a perfect fit in his first year with the franchise.
We were mentioning the Jazz, and they grew last year under Coach Quinn Snyder in his first year. You know, Greg, he did the same thing with teams when he was a coach in the D-League.
That's a great point, Kevin. And beyond the growth that the Jazz showed, I think everyone in Utah was pleased with the style of play. I mean, Coach Snyder's got the team back to playing hard defense and really grinding out wins. Well, look, league business clearly doing well. Franchises, values are skyrocketing, and a new TV deal kicking in next season as well. It represents the largest expansion of league revenues in history.
Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. Bogdanovich comes in for Early. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. And the NBA's TV deal paying about 3 times as much per year as the previous deal.
And it's changing the math as far as the salary cap and contract negotiations go. For the fans out there, don't get sticker shock. The players expect to share in these revenues.
Gobert, the pass to Favors. Lays it up and banks it in. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 11 rebounds. Outside Curry. Bogut at the elbow. He dishes it to West. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Utah leading by 21. Burke kicks to Bogdanovich. Favors with the screen. Bogdanovich dishes to Favors. He used that pick to get in close.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
You know, they found the holes in the defense and really doing a great job of exploiting them.
Now here's Iguodala. Bogut kicks to Curry from downtown, and another 3 for Golden State.
Wow. Wow. What a great performance from him. He's hit 3 in each half.
Burke, the pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Favors. No good. West with some nice D. Warriors trail by 20. And stolen by Burke. He feeds it to Bogdanovich. Now here's Burke, guarded by Curry. Burke dishes to Gobert. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Curry attacking. Soft touch off the glass. Curry's got 8 here in the quarter.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Gobert the screen. Here's Bogdanovich, covered by Bogut. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Bogdanovich, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Bogdanovich has got 12 points in just the second half. Iguodala outside. Picked by West. Iguodala kicks it to West. The shot no good. So Utah will take it the other way. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. There's the pass to Gobert. Kicks it to Mitchell. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Left side Curry. West outside. Iguodala outside. From the high post, he drills it. Here's Burke. And the Jazz call time here.
And Andre Iguodala, guys, one of the most unselfish players in the league. I mean, that unselfishness for me, too, is what was put to a test last season as the former All-Star was asked by his coach, Steve Kerr, to come off the bench for the Warriors. And you know what? He did it without complaint, putting the team first.
And Utah making a change here. Conley's checked in. Now here's Favors.
What a game for Favors. 11 rebounds and 1 steal as well.
And guys, really impossible to say where he's been better, offensively or defensively.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's not missed a beat at either end. That's obvious.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. Warriors trail by 21. Outside Curry. The feed to West. And here's Barnes for 3. The rebound by the Jazz. Here's Bogdanovich. To the left wing. Conley with it. West picks him up. And it's Conley penetrating. Fades and shoots. And that one's good by Favors.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Now Curry. Floats one. Gobert with the block. Here's Mitchell. And that one is hammered home.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Miles checked in for Utah. Hood comes in for Mitchell. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for the Warriors. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Now here's Barnes. Not a lot of room. And that's going to be a treble.
I didn't really expect him to turn it over as many times as he has in the second half. It's caught me by surprise because before the break he only had one.
The Jazz making a switch here. Burks is checked in. Then for the Warriors, Spates comes in for Andrew Bogut. And James Michael McAdoo subbed in for Barnes. Now here's Burke.
And it seems every season we see a player try and play through an injury. Sometimes it provides a boost with heroics, but it can lead to serious damage long term. It's a common practice we see, and some guys are pretty cavalier about it.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball. And they're going to have a hard time climbing back into this game if they continue to defend like that.
Greg, a lot of NBA players do play through injury. Last year, for instance, LaMarcus Aldridge played most of the regular season with a thumb injury that required surgery. Mike Conley, Clark Kellogg, we saw in the postseason play with the mask with a facial fracture.
Yeah, and it's hard to make a blanket statement if it's good or bad for guys to do that. You just hope the player heeds the doctor's advice and doesn't do any further damage by playing injured.
Here's Hood. That one wide left. Warriors have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. It's intercepted. And now Utah, fast break. Bogdanovich passes to Burke. Hood dishes to Burke. Passes to Gobert. Here's Bogdanovich. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Jazz leading by 22. And here is Burke. Dishes it to Hood. The fadeaway. And Gobert kicks to Bogdanovich. They get it back. Nice shot by Gobert.
Boy, this team has really been on the offensive glass here in the second half, doing an outstanding job. And that's one of the reasons they're on top. Got to give the Jazz credit, guys. I mean, last year they really attacked the offensive glass. They got a lot of extra chances because of how they would pursue offensive rebound.
Timeout called the Warriors. Well, the Jazz very tenacious on the offensive glass last season. In terms, Greg, of percentages, they grabbed the highest percentage of offensive rebounds.
And that's where I like to focus. It's not the same as total offensive rebounds, but given how slow the Jazz played in terms of possessions per game, that's a really positive sign. Bottom line, the Jazz would consistently create second-chance scoring opportunities with their relentless rebounding.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Derek Favors checked in for Lyles. Gay comes in for Bogdanovich. Mitchell, he's checked in for Hood. And Mike Conley subbed in for Burke. Here's Barbosa. Drills the elbow jumper.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Conley dishes to Favors. Back to Conley. Here's Mitchell. Stolen by Barbosa. The drive by Iguodala. Shot's good.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him. And Iguodala knows just how deadly his teammates can be from outside, and he looks for them to get their shot before getting his own. I think this situation for him in Golden State's perfect for his skill set.
Look at the metrics for it, Clark, and Iguodala is onto something. He just knows to look for the best team shots.
Yeah, he's got a really good basketball IQ, and I think it's his selflessness that allows him to tap into that, especially at the offensive end. Rarely forces situations offensively.
Here's Mitchell. Favors with a screen on Barbosa. Shot clock at 6. They double him with West. Conley with the 3, and that one's good.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
There's a minute 34 left in the fourth. Here is Livingston. Spates sets a screen. Iguodala the pass to West. Takes it from 10. The shot no good. Great D that time from Favors. Jazz leading by 22.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Jazz.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And, guys, when you're cracking heads against somebody 4 times over the course of a season, boy, it's a great feeling to snatch that first game. Good adjustments tonight against the Warriors.
And maybe it goes without saying, but they had no answer for Self. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Game. David West grabs the miss. Poked loose. And now here comes Iguodala leading the break. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
That's his 4th personal foul. At the line for the Jazz, Iguodala. 2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
First free throw is good. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Gay kicks to Burke. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans, too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on it. From the opening tip until the end of the game, they were in it. And that certainly helped this crew get to the W.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Derek, what were the points of emphasis coming into your preparation for tonight?
No, we just came out and played hard. That was the whole purpose of practice yesterday. Fix what we did, importantly on defense, just come out and play harder and just play better.
Derek, thank you. Kevin, coaches love it when practice translates to games.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now time to send it over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the post-game show.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
And hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Let us take a moment now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
He had a very nice night from the field tonight, shooting over 50%. That smooth, soft touch was working for him tonight. No matter how tight the D played him, he was still shooting it right in their face.
Well, everyone wanted to come play hard tonight, but I thought the job he did was remarkable. The defending champs do not go down easily. It was an impressive performance to beat them tonight. I must say I'm very impressed. But he kept at it, both ends of the floor, shouldering the scoring load. He was on his game.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.